Well, for NJIT, they get their first win of the season as they defeat St. Joseph's Brooklyn by a score of 106-42. As it's time for postgame in the Coach Dubina report. Hi, I'm Mike Ventola. Joining me is assistant coach Bob Dubina. And first and foremost, Coach, congratulations on the victory. And how did it feel to get that first win of the season?
Yeah, thanks, Mike. It felt great. Girls worked hard. You know, they've been positive, even though we haven't done as well as we wanted to. They came out tonight and worked really hard.
Now, in preparation for this game and, you know, knowing that you're going up against a Division III opponent, but a Division III opponent that brings in a lot of positive attributes with their ability to score and play defense, what was the biggest thing going in to here tonight against St. Joseph's Brooklyn?
Well, I think the biggest thing was we've been playing quarters all year long. We've played 2 quarters pretty well against everybody, and we've talked about, hey, putting 4 together. And regardless of what happened, good, bad, just to keep playing hard. And I think today was a good test for us because, yeah, they were Division III, but they shoot the ball pretty well, and that's what we've been struggling on, defending the three-point line, and I think today we did a much better job.
Now, with not only just improving at a lot of areas, I mean, you look at a lot of your players here tonight, there were some high totals, and then for Tatiana Torres, 27 points, 16 rebounds. Was this, for her, you think, a moment where she can really kind of show that she can elevate her game to the next level?
Definitely. I think she's been struggling a little bit with some confidence. Last year she wasn't really the primary scorer. She was able to play the third or fourth scorer, and this year we've asked her to do a lot more, and she's been struggling with it. So today, I think she feels good about it, how she played, and I think she can feed off of this going into Ryder on Saturday.
Now, and for your team, it's always been a little bit of a struggle this season in getting points right out of the gate, but you go on a 16-0 run to start this game, and, you know, for St. Joe's, obviously they didn't have a chance throughout most of it. Was that something that was stressed of importance? Hey, let's get out to an early lead, and then let's work on with what we do well.
Oh, we talked about getting out to an early lead and feeling good about ourselves and open shot shoot it. I mean, the thing that we really need to still get better on is that third quarter. We came out in the third quarter and kind of let them make a little run. So if we can get better on that third quarter, I think our season could turn around.
Now, you've seen here tonight, and, you know, for your freshmen, you look at Ellen Stahl. Obviously, she had herself a very nice night, 15 points, hitting a few three-pointers at 1.3 for 4 from three-point range. Do you feel like for her, just getting into that groove can really help propel her into maybe starting opening things up on Saturday against Ryder?
Definitely. She needs to see the ball go through the basket, and she's been living and dying by the 3 and struggling with it. So today she was able to knock that down, a couple pull-up jumpers. So I think her confidence now is getting back, and I think Kelly Bernina really helps her because it gives us another shooter, and people can't just focus on Ellen, and she doesn't really have to press so much.
Now, and one thing, too, that Dave Calloway and I brought up was, obviously for Kelly, 19 points, but 4 three-pointers. I know some people may sit there and look at the score. It was a little lopsided, of course, but for her, this is only game number 2, so how much were you and the rest of the coaches sitting there saying, you know, take some threes and get some of that groove because her three-point shooting was so pivotal to you guys a season ago?
Well, definitely. I mean, Kelly, we told her, hey, you got the green light. I mean, she's our top shooter, so we tell her, hey, you have the green light. You want to pull it. And today she did a lot more things than just shoot the 3. She got to the rim. She got out and ran the floor, which was great for her because, I mean, she hasn't been healthy. So to see her to come out and play as well as she did is just a huge plus for us going to the next game.
Now, Tasha Lewis, who's been, you know, she's had some really nice moments tonight, obviously with a double-double for her, but for her being the lone senior, and now that you're really entering a very crucial moment of your non-conference schedule with, you know, a game on Saturday, the Christmas tournament, and then the Education Day against Cornell, how much are you looking to her being the lone senior and saying, hey, these are 4 huge games before conference play. You got to help lead us.
Well, and I think she gets that. I mean, she really works hard. She knows that she's our inside presence, and I think she's getting it that she has to play well and really carry us and stay out of foul trouble.
Now, in preparation for Saturday, you're going right back to Division I play. What do you like to see your team build upon? Being you have a few days here before Saturday, what would you like to see your team get better at throughout practice in preparation for Saturday?
I think for Saturday, it's got to be team rebounding. We sometimes watch a little bit too much, or we trust, hey, Taj is going to get the rebound. So I think today was much better. We have to improve there. We have to defend the three-point line. They're coming off a player that just had a career high 30, and I think she was 6 for 8 from 3. So if we can defend the three-point line well on Saturday, I think we can walk out with the W.
A historical night, the first time at any level for NJIT they scored 100 points or more, so it's obviously a nice thing for your program. And, you know, you look and talking about your team overall here, and for Isi and Ohoro finally getting back into the game after battling some time with injury. Lucia getting a couple of points herself. Do you feel like for those freshmen that they got a chance to kind of see what they're made of a little bit here tonight?
Definitely. I mean, EC is a great athlete, and she shows flashes. She hasn't been on a court much lately because of the back issue, like you said, but she's going to give us an athlete that can get up and down, jump, do a lot of things for us that we don't have a lot of people that can do. And Lucia, she was able to rebound the ball.
Yeah.
And that's what we need her to do, rebound the ball, block some shots, and the offense will come for her.
Now, one final thing I do want to bring up St. Joe's before I let you go, and I know for Coach Tom Flahive, I know for you and the rest of the coaches, I know you guys known him for quite some time, and for him and his program, what did you see from them in their opportunity to go back now to the Skyline Conference at the Division III level? And obviously they're going to look like that they're going to be a tough team to deal with down in the Skyline Conference. What did you see for them where you sat there and say, hey, you know what, they got a chance to maybe win their conference this year?
Well, I think they definitely have a chance. I mean, they came in, I think, 4-4. And, I mean, number 10 and number 33 are two nice players for them.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't shoot the ball as well as they normally do. I mean, they came in shooting three pretty well. And today the shots didn't drop. I mean, they had some decent looks. But I think if they can shoot the ball as well as they've been, they're going to be competitive against anybody in that conference.
All right, Coach. Well, hopefully we get a chance to do more of these. Thanks for stopping by, and hopefully we get a chance to talk again on Saturday.
I hope so.
All righty, that's assistant coach Bob Dubina. I'm Mike Ventola. Thanks for tuning in to the Coach Dubina Report. Once again, NJIT, they defeat St. Joe's 106-42.